The Machiavellian revolution calls for the conversion of traditional patriarchal institutions into machines, redefining human ends. While the old institutions had aimed at helping people heed the voice of God in nature, institutions serving as mirrors of nature, notwithstanding their varying degrees of corruption or obscurity, Machiavellian institutions would aim at alienating people from mind and nature, or natural reason, by fostering a new, autonomous, eminently pragmatic reason. What in antiquity had been decried as corruption now becomes a way to salvation, so that today we tend to remain deaf, not only to the voice of God in nature, but also to the classics guiding us to that voice. Thus, for instance, the warning Seneca gave when noting that we learn for school rather than life, non vitae sed scholae discimus, is likely to be radically misunderstood now as inviting pragmatism rather than recognition of mind and nature. Whereas Seneca is calling us to see academic language as mirror of the living language of things themselves, whereby we should go to school in preparation for living in accordance with reason in nature, under the assumption that nature is a mindless receptacle of mechanisms that we can master, we tend to read Seneca as meaning that we should apply school learning to make a living or to empowerment. Yet empowerment or growth is for Seneca a mirage we are enslaved to once we abandon reason in nature. Seneca is not calling us to assert ourselves in the absence of God, but to seek God as key to happiness. And he is calling us to recognize our institutions as functional to the discovery of God in nature. We, on the other hand, being raised by and within institutions that drive us away from mind and nature, see life as arena of our creativity, the place where we can bring about a universal institution perfectly consonant with our autonomous reason. We do not live for mere schools, but for the regime in which all vice or corruption is a virtue, in which alienation is our true home.